I've lost more respect for people over this past year than I care to reflect on. Amount or amount or what people are willing to sell out for. Stuff I won't even settle for. It's weird. Thank you. Good morning. They got all my other accounts taken down. I was just really struggling, like couldn't even put my words together. I was in such a bad shutdown because we're literally homeless again. We're trying to find a shelter that'll take me and my dog. And we're not going to be able to work it out. We're not going to have time to find work anymore. So it's very scary right now and overloading. And we're just trying to find a safe way to get to a shelter. Yeah, I appealed, but they haven't responded to it yet. Then they got my other account taken down, my big one, just because I had one of their filters up, the sun and moon filter, and they got me taken down for like being explicit, and it was just the moon filter, and that was it. And like I went back and watched it, and that was, but I didn't win that appeal. So that's how bad that it's getting right now, that they're literally getting me down for their own emojis and stuff. It's okay, but this is beyond struggling. This is like I've been lured to a place so this weird creep could videotape me and let her husband hit on me. And then when Slack got figured out, suddenly I was out, no questions asked. Even though there was a lease and stuff in place, it was all very strange. And then now my life's been threatened because I told the truth about what happened. And now I'm supposed to just be on the street. And something about my higher self being able to see through things is seeing all the way through this. And like, what? Like, this has been set up since back at Tisha's to keep tabs over me, to keep what I knew in the forefront. And it had to be that way so I could see it all the way out. But if anything is written up for that TMH lady for any kind of insurance, I don't agree to any of that. I will never agree to that. So if she's ever mysteriously able to take money from me or an insurance policy or anything like that, I'm going to write out all the names that y'all need to look into, because that does not need to be happening or going on. So if that was part of the deal, let's make sure those people all get held accountable. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think I'm as smart as I look. I told y'all 3 months ago I saw the prophecy that I was literally in the bear trap. I knew what was going on. That's why I worked so hard and ran myself into the ground. Well, there's got to be a reason they bought my social security number, right? When I was trying to put together, well, people didn't want me around, because I think I knew what was going on before it was going on. So they got scared. They decided to come up with a different plan, but at that point, I was already in the mix. So, why don't we make her super uncomfortable? The thing was, my morals were strong. I chose the right things when they were doing the wrong things, and that's what screws them all up. Keeps me safe and protected. Because I can put everything out in the open. That's the thing. Because I can be an open book. I can go through all this. You'll see I'm telling 100% telling the truth. Like, we are going to be on the street. Like, if we don't find a shelter where we can get to safe, and we don't deserve it. We have been working. We have been doing everything. I was only supposed to stay here until today, and I'm supposed to pay them for that, but I'm not going to find a job in the area, so I'm going to have to leave like as soon as possible, like today or tomorrow, or I doubt they'll give me more than 2 days. I'm going to go and just beg and say, like, look, I can't pay. I don't have a job yet. I haven't found anything. And it's going to be, the jobs I have heard about, it's going to be like at least 5 days to a week before I even hear. So I can't afford to pay back pay and another week to be able to hear about it. So I'm not even asking anybody for anything, because it's going to be too much to figure out. I have applied places, but everywhere that I'm hearing back, I'm not going to hear in time. So one place I think I might have gotten the job, but it's going to be like a week or two before I find out. But all the stress, I'm making it worse, and I really don't want to be stuck here where the only 2 people I trusted, I feel like it was a big setup, and it went really sideways, and I really don't feel safe here. I don't know what to do. I know this isn't the right fit for me long term, but it would be nice if we didn't have to actually end up in a shelter, but I don't want to make it everybody's responsibility. I just don't know how to transition into the next thing. I've reached out to some people asking if they can maybe reach out to churches, and if anybody just has, like, I need like a place where I can rent on my own with my dog and I can work. I don't need to live in someone's home. I have autism, regardless of all the rumors y'all have heard. I have what was called Asperger's before it was taken out of the DSM-4 and put in the DSM-5 as ASD, and my mind works really fast, and I don't need to live around people. I don't understand everybody else. I need to, and I can activate on my own, like, but I need to be like where I'm close to a job. I'm not so overstimulated trying to like find rides, work too much for shelter I can't afford. I've got to have something that's legitimate. So like having 2 times more rent than what I make, none of that is, I can't do that. It don't even make any sense. And I don't get any food stamps. I don't get anything that helps me over the top of it. So I'm literally just surviving, and y'all are spreading all these rumors, making it look like I have all these things and I don't. And So I'm trying to find a solution. God's trying to find a solution, and a bunch of people are trying to work against me, and it's tough. Like, I tried something like that. It was called something different, but it's where I'm at. There's nothing for 40 minutes. I did try that, and I was so excited thinking I could go and do it, but that's the only thing, and that was the problem with filling out applications, is where I'm stuck at, and where I'm renting is an hour from like the biggest city and 3 hours from anywhere they have shelter. And so without having a vehicle, I have no way to get there. So I did try that. It was a different app, but yeah, there's nothing that has anything in this city that I'm in. But that's something that my friends had. I have tried churches myself, and that's why I reached out to other people, because when you're a homeless autistic woman and you call the church, they treat you like crap. They're very judgmental. They do not ever help. Like, I've called over 1,000 churches in the last 5 years. When they can't see me, they don't understand my situation, and I start talking about being gang stalked. I mean, they just think I'm a fruitcake, and they just don't help me, or they give me somebody's phone number and they never help me, and I go in circles, and I don't have that kind of time. I don't have Facebook, and people have only exploited me there. I don't have a fast food place close enough to get to. I did try fast food. I tried everything. I've tried everything, and I'm not finding anything close enough or fast enough in this area. I can't keep shelter over my head, so I've got to try to find a shelter for me and my dog. I cannot be separated from my dog. That's all I care about. Is I'll lose all my stuff. I don't care. We're going to lose a lot of our stuff. I'm only going to be able to take one suitcase and figure out where we're going. No, I don't. I don't have one. I've never used my Facebook. I logged into it one time and got exploited because people tricked me into it because they were trying to get my where I was at, and then they started knowing where I was because I trusted people with my passwords and stuff, but I don't use it. Exactly, Dawn. I completely agree. It's okay. But that's the thing, is I that's what I've seen a lot through this journey, is that a lot of people, 99% of people that call themselves Christians are not of God. Like, the God that I know that helped me out of the desert doesn't act anything like these hater tots that go around and point fingers, and like this lady who I've just told her I've tried every single one of those resources for the past 5 years, but because she's never been homeless or struggled, she just has a stick up her butt and thinks that it's easy for people like me in a bad position, because she's probably got a husband or a father or somebody right there that will just pay the next bill that she has. So she sits in her little warm space and judges me because Mama told her I was lying about my college education and my homelessness. So she's going to sit there and fucking bully me while I'm trying to work my way out of homelessness. And that's how I got in this position in the first place. I'd already got my name on a lease. I'd already been doing great. And then they targeted me and tore me down and tried to make it look like I'm the problem. So now no one will rent to me. They slandered me. They slandered my dog. They've called every place I've gone to. They've ruined opportunities. They try to get me in mental institutions. They've called the police on me over and over and over. And I've never been doing anything wrong ever. And my whole life has been ruined over this. Mama, It's not a juice box, it's a Coca-Cola bottle, but thank you very much. I'm sure it's very interested in you as well. I'm not going to trust any police because most of them have been working with the gang stalkers, and I still want to hold the police accountable that worked with Purple Picket, that allowed my things to be stolen and sold online in front of the hate group and had one of their parents come up in the box and dox my address. I want to hold them accountable. So until I do get some kind of legal justice, I don't really feel safe with the cops. I do want to get a protective order against this lady's husband if I'm going to be like out on the street, because he did threaten to KILL me, and I don't want to be in that position. So I do want that on paper and to have that in case something happens. Yes, but with my testimony, I can help a lot and I can hold her accountable. And that's why they want me to disappear or be in a shelter and not be able to like vouch for things, because I am going to hold every person accountable that helped her. Slot, Purple Picket, K-Cat, Mama Tot, everybody that helped Slot do what she did needs to be held accountable too. And that's why they want to push me down, so I can't go testify, so I can't tell the truth about what G and Indian Outlaw and Boss Hog and Big Keen and Mama Tot and Slot were all doing behind the scenes. And literally, they were trafficking me. Like, did Mama Tot herself traffic me? No. But her lying and influencing did cause me to get treated very disrespectfully and have these pervs put up my images and do bad things and attack me, and then later have people be pervy because they did those things. And what happened with that one guy after Slot had threatened to hold me down and beat me, and then they're all threatened to assault me, and it's like it goes further and further because of what these people are doing. And it has led to where people feel obligated to my body, and that's not right. It's not right. And now I can't go anywhere safe without thousands of people threatening they're gonna get me, they're gonna get me out, they're gonna lose my job, they're gonna lose my housing. And nobody could function in that kind of environment. Nobody. So how do we stop this? Do we want to take it all the way and me go testify? Because even if I'm homeless, if I'm on the street, I'm still going to hold these idiots accountable. There's going to be a day where people will listen to me because I'm going to keep telling the truth. And if I'm on the side of the road and I have to call news stations and keep telling the truth about what happened to me, I won't stop until somebody sees it. But I have, Brandy. That's the thing, is they want to pin what they're doing on me when I've held myself accountable for my journey. I've been able to make it out of the desert and come to a place where I'm helping myself and others. And I'm doing a great job. They've done a lot and try to cover it up and make it look like I'm doing this and I'm doing that. But they know if the phone conversations actually come out, they will go to jail. Yeah, that's what they like. I will stay on social media the whole time as all this unfolds so people can see I'm telling the truth and that they really did get me stuck. And just because I don't want to be abused, that I'm going to be on the street again. And I'm not going to let them get away with any fucking thing they're doing. No. I am willing to be on the street because I'm not going to let them get away with this. I'm not going to go to the next place and let them keep it hush what they've been fucking doing. because they did this last thing to find out what I knew, to keep tabs. And the second that Slot got held accountable, well, everybody around wanted to kick rocks. It just seemed really fishy to me. I wanted to start doing very degrading stuff. Yes, that was the thing. He pressured me and said like I was in extreme danger with Indian, and the cops were there, and they were saying that someone was gonna, they said very descriptive things about what they were gonna do to hurt my dog. And so he did pressure me about that. And I guess he got paid some large amount from Indian or Ginseng or Keen. We still got to see who actually sent it. And that's why I want to hold them accountable and see which one actually paid him to do that. You've been in the same PJs for 3 days. Well, that's okay. As long as you're getting up and you're trying your best and you're helping others and being kind, it doesn't matter. And what you're wearing. I mean, I was homeless for 3 years. There was times I didn't even have a change of clothes, but I was still a good person with a good heart, and God saw me.